Welcome back to Cougs Chaos. My name is Logan Prowse, and I'm here with your co-host,
Jack Zimmerman.
Man, we first want to start this episode off by apologizing for missing last week. I know, like always, Jack and I are both still college students first, and I was on vacation, so that didn't
All
help
right.
out.
Well, I was studying for midterms, so I guess we had a little different
we had two
excuses.
different things. Yeah, exactly.
But hey,
But
man, it feels good to be back.
yeah, for sure. And
Yeah,
you can you can expect us back to be weekly on Fridays.
absolutely.
And yeah, I say we jump right into it, Jack. We like always, we'll start off with a little Cougs talk. So I know you just mentioned it, that you were studying for midterms. So how's that going for you?
It's going pretty good. So I've had one midterm so far, and then I have two next week.
Okay.
The one I took went pretty well. I got a really good grade, so that's nice. A little relieving.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
But yeah, man, I mean, I was studying pretty hard for that one, and then the one I have next week. Well, I have two, but one of them is gonna be harder than the other.
Yeah.
So definitely a little stressful, but not the end of the world, you know. How about you?
Yeah, I think most of them are this week on Friday. So when this is uploaded,
Oh, okay.
hopefully I've done all of them. It sucks because I don't have that many tests, like multiple choice tests or anything. I have essays,
Mm,
and I am not a big fan of essays. I procrastinate those till the end,
yeah.
and I do not enjoy writing long things. But I do kind of have a funny story. So I'm a construction management major, well, hoping to be. I'm not in the school yet, but so I'm taking like a pre-construction class right now, and my
Mm-hmm.
brother is a senior in the program, and so you would think that, and he's got a job in construction and everything, and you would think he's pretty knowledgeable, right? And so I just had my I just had my quiz in my construction class, and I was like, "Oh, Dylan, do you mind if I come up to your room and we can just double check my answers and everything?" And we finish it, and it turns out before I went up there, I had a better grade
Oh
because
my
we
god.
we changed him to the wrong thing. Okay, granted, like I did give him, like I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. We should change it," but still, it was kind of funny that some
Well,
kid who
now you know. Don't go back
I
to
know.
him.
I'm never trusting him
Just
again. I'm
trust
sticking with my
yourself more
gut.
than him now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's funny.
yep. A little another thing about Kookstock. We mentioned it in an earlier episode, but Jack and I are looking for a roommate,
We are.
and I'm kind of taking the lead on that, searching for the people, and it's going all right.
I
Like
mean, is it really fair to say that? Have we made any progress at
we
all?
have we for sure have. I've met a bunch of people. I've talked to a bunch of people, and the rough thing is that people our grade, like they're trying to choose between on campus or off campus, and we're going off campus. But
Mm-hmm.
like I met a kid from like SoCal and who's never been on campus, and like he's like, "Oh yeah, I would love to stay with you guys, but I'm not sure if I'm going off campus because I want to stay on campus." Which like I
So
get because
you're talking to all these people and you haven't even told me at all?
no. Okay. Like I open the conversation. I say, "Hey, this is it." Like they see my profile, see that you and I are looking for roommates, and I say, "Hey, we've got this apartment reserved, blah blah blah." And then if they respond, then I'm like, "Okay, if you want to hop on a Zoom." And usually they're like, like, "Oh." Like most of them say, "Oh, well, I don't know where I want to stay yet, but I'll keep you guys in mind." So
Okay,
we've
well,
got like
maybe
three or
you and
four
I
people
should
on the
have a
back
little
line.
more communication about this.
Hey, I would have communication with you if we could get people to the next step. But right now, I'm just at the introductory step of, "Hey, my name's
All
Logan,"
right,
and
all right. Well,
and they're like,
at least you're
"Hey,"
trying. At least you're out there trying.
yeah, they're like, "Hey, I don't want to live with you."
Well, we got some
um,
time. We're not too time
yeah,
sensitive. But by any chance, crazy
yeah.
chance, if anyone here is listening or watching us and is like, you know what, I have someone who's either in the class of 25 or 20 or 24 or 23 wants to live off campus at
Is that
Wazoo.
our class?
We're
Is that
24.
are we really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That
So
makes sense.
anyone 24, 23 want to live off campus next year, we have a 3 bedroom, 1 bedroom's missing. So come and try to, meet us and live with us because we need someone.
All right, that's a great pitch, Jack. Maybe you should be taking control of this.
I know, I really nailed it, haven't I?
That was really good. All right, anything else you want to talk about, Cougs talk?
That's about it. I mean, are the Cougars participating in this new like spring football season? Have you heard about that?
I have not heard anything about it. No.
Yeah, one of my sports management teachers mentioned that it might have been the Big Ten, some college football conference was going to do like a spring season, trying to get, a little bit of revenue from
Yep.
that. But I didn't catch if he actually said Wazoo was participating. So I asked you, but you don't know. So I guess that's it for Cougs Talk.
It's your class.
I know, but I just thought maybe you heard about it, but that probably means we're not participating, because if you haven't heard about it, then it's probably not happening with us.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I think we did a Cougs talk. I think that was a pretty good one. Moving on to our next segment. This first time we're gonna play it in season 2, so I'm kind of excited. We're bringing back this or that. So I'll start off asking the questions. If you're
Well, let's
unfamiliar
make
with
sure,
this game,
just in case if there are. Oh, you were about to explain. I thought you were going right into it.
I was about to explain it. That's
all
what I
right,
was
never
doing.
mind.
Come on, Jack.
I'm sorry.
If you haven't heard us play this before, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're given 2 options, and we just have to pick one. If we agree, then that's all good. We skip to the next one. If we disagree, we kind of give our opinions on why we think the other person is wrong.
Absolutely.
So I'll start off, Jack. Let's go Apple or Android. I'm assuming for devices, not for food.
Yeah, smart, phones and devices. I don't know what an Android food is, but definitely Apple. Back when I was a little kid, I was Android, but nowadays I got the Mac, I got the iPhone, so definitely Apple.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy.
That one's easy. Waking up early or staying up late?
I like both. Like, I don't mind waking up early.
I know.
But I like staying up late, But I guess if I had to choose, if I was thinking about it like just getting my day, I would say waking up early, because I'd rather start my day early so I have more time at my afternoons and stuff to be open than starting my day late. So I'm going to go with waking up early. What about you?
I like the idea of both. Like, I like the idea of waking up early and you have a super productive day. But as most people who know me, I'm not a morning person at all. And I truly think that I'm way more productive at night. Like, I'll be up at 1 a.m, like just cranking out an essay or something.
Well, but here's the thing: are you genuinely more productive, or do you have to be more productive because you put it off?
No, my math isn't due till tomorrow at midnight, and I did it last night. Like, I wasn't cramming it, but it was just I think everybody else is asleep. Everybody else is asleep, and I'm just by myself, and I got nothing else to do. TLC is only playing the bad shows, so I can't watch that. But
got to do your homework.
Yeah, I guess so.
I respect it.
All right. Thank you. I don't respect yours, but next
okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Big parties or small gatherings?
I want to go with small gatherings. I'm not really a huge fan of big parties. I'd rather be with a group, a closer group of friends, instead of people I barely know or whatever. So that's pretty easy for me. I don't know about you though.
Yeah, I'd say smaller gatherings. I have no problem being around a bunch of people or that, but I think I'm most happy by myself. I know it sounds really
at
bad.
1 a.m. doing your homework.
Exactly. Maybe that's why. And I remember maybe year or two ago, we went up to Port Angeles, my whole family, and because there's this marathon, half marathon, whatever, that was going on, and my family was doing it, and they're like, "Oh, Logan, you should do it," and I was like, "Nah, I don't need to run like that. That's not something that interests me." And so they're like, "All right, well, you're gonna have to drop us off at the start line," and I was like, "All right, I can do that." So I had to wake up early, which I wasn't very happy about. But I drove them to the start, and they're like, "All right, meet us in whatever 2-3 hours at the end." And I was like, "Well, shoot, what do I do now?" And so I went to like this diner in town and had breakfast by myself. And like all these old people are looking at me so weird because here's this little, how old was I? I was 17-year-old kid eating breakfast by himself. And I was so dang happy. I got this big
Yeah,
waffle, some hot
that
chocolate.
sounds good.
Everybody else thought I was weird. And then I went shopping by myself. And so
Aw, you had a really nice date with yourself.
I treated myself real good. Oh gosh. All right. I kind of went off topic there. Sorry.
That's okay.
Skiing or snowboarding?
I mean, I know your answer, but I'm snowboarding for sure. My girlfriend and I have gone like a bunch of times, and we have a few more trips planned for this season. And it's so I tried skiing when I was a little kid after already learning snowboarding, and I really struggled. So I'm definitely snowboarding.
See, I'm kind of torn because, like, you know what? I'm gonna pat myself on the back here. I don't mean to gloat or anything, but I know how to ski. I've been skiing my whole life. But I didn't just, but I also know how to snowboard. I'm not very good at snowboarding, but I think I love skiing just because I would say I'm pretty good at it, and it's fun to me. But I also love snowboarding because it's something new, and like it's challenging to me, so I'm able to like go out and do something that I'm not able to do very well and try to be better at it.
Yeah, and just watch yourself improve.
I'm gonna be honest, that sounded like the most NPR answer that I've ever
well, you didn't even pick one, so you gotta pick one.
Exactly. If you listen to NPR, nobody says anything.
Well, we're not NPR. We're a Cougar student podcast, not affiliated with the university.
Not affiliated. All right, just to be different from you, I'll go skiing then.
That's what I assumed you would say because I knew you had more experience in skiing, but I'm glad that you like snowboarding.
I kind of took it on a serious note. I'm sorry to our listeners.
Yeah, that's not what you usually do.
All right, comedies or action movies?
I'm gonna go with action movies.
Ooh, okay.
But I do love comedies. But I think action movies, there's a lot of action movies that have comedy in them.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So, if you go with comedies, very few comedies are like action. There's some, but not as common as actions having comedy. So I'm gonna go with action movies. But I mean, it's hard to decide.
Yeah, I would definitely go with comedies. Like,
oh, okay.
Like and like you said, I'll watch action movies because they have comedy in them. But yeah, I would go comedies. Like any like cult classic, like Will Ferrell. Anything.
That's
like
true.
Like,
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Man, those are just
all of those movies are just guaranteed to be great.
They'll just don't even get me started.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna change my answer.
Okay.
I'm going to comedy. You
somebody's a follower. We can see who's the leader here.
Oh, shut. No, you had a good argument. Comedies are great. All right, our next one, sticking with the kind of like movie theme, Marvel or DC in comics and stuff.
Man, I don't think in the history of this or that on Cougs Chaos, I have been more strongly leaning towards a topic.
Oh, wow.
I am like 1000% Marvel. Like there's no question. And I'm not one of these like nerds like, it's not comically book correct. Like that movie was like, I'm a Marvel lover. Like anything Marvel makes, I just absolutely love. Actually kind of funny story. I know my cousin's listening right now. Shout out Jamie. We a few years ago, maybe a year or two ago, I bought like, she's never seen a Marvel movie, and I bought like the collector's edition, like that give you all like the behind the scenes stuff and all this these posters of all the Marvel movies, and we watched all of them, and I just had so much fun, man.
That sounds amazing.
I love Marvel so much. What would you say if you?
I would 100% do Marvel too. Okay, no question.
If you say
Marvel, DC, I think Superman is cool. Yeah. Superman movies are dope.
Batman's awesome.
Batman's dope. Batman, the Flash is DC, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So like those are dope, but you just can't beat Marvel.
You just can't. Oh my gosh. And I know.
But hey, you're so into Marvel, and yet you chose comedies. Marvel are action movies.
Yeah, but really, like, you got Ant-Man out there. You think that's an action movie? That's a comedy.
Okay, but you could make that argument for Thor also. Thor movies always go hard with comedy, but they're still probably under the action category.
Action movie. Okay, whatever.
Okay, well, we're in agreement, 100% agreement.
Yep.
In my opinion, there's like not even an argument.
Oh my gosh.
But okay, our next one: sweet or salty / savory foods.
I mainly because I don't really understand what salty and savory means. I'm gonna go with sweet. I'm gonna go with sweet food. Like,
okay,
like I love sweet food. Like I'm assuming sweets like candy and stuff, right?
yeah, candy, dessert,
Yeah.
like pancakes, waffles.
Oh yeah. I'm good with that then. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go sweet then.
I would go salty / savory. That's like
Okay,
more
then
of your
explain.
yeah,
the
no, that's like more of your like
terminology.
your traditional lunch and dinner foods, like burgers, steaks, like burrito, like those things that aren't inherently sweet, you know?
Okay.
It's a bigger category, so it's not, but like I would
That's
definitely say
fair.
salty, savory foods.
Man, I've never really known what savory means.
All right. Going on to our next one.
Quick, is San Diego State?
People who didn't listen to that episode, I mean, so
I know they're
confused.
gonna be so like, what is he talking about? Go back and listen to our last episode with special guest Bryce Coley. Super.
We had some funny moments in that episode.
Yeah, that was an awesome.
If you okay, real quick, since you brought it up, if you haven't listened to that episode yet, go listen because it's a little bit on the longer side, but it was maybe our funniest episode we've ever had.
I know we both had a super fun time listening.
It was great.
And I think Bryce will definitely be back on soon.
Absolutely.
He will be making another appearance. And I'll try to redeem myself as being an actual intelligent person. But
yeah, that episode didn't help with that case.
That did not help me at all.
All right, going on to our next one. Second to last, going out or staying in?
See, I feel like, oh, gosh, I think it's like who's participating. Like if I'm going out and participating with somebody, like if we're saying one specific person is going to be there, like you're either going to go out and see that person or you're going to stay in and still see that person. I would much rather stay in and throw on a Marvel movie or something. Who knows? Make some what was it? Savory foods. Have some popcorn. You know that I would love to do. But if I'm staying in by myself, I know I'm contradicting myself a bunch.
You just said you love being by yourself.
I know I'm contradicting myself, but if I'm going out, not like like going to a club or whatever, but if I'm like going out to hang out with somebody, I'll go out rather than stay by myself. I know that's real confusing, but just don't think too hard on it.
I think I agree with you. Like if it's I mean, I like doing both, but if it's like if it's either staying in and just like having a chill day with someone or going out with that same person, I'll probably choose staying in.
Yeah.
But, you know, it also depends.
Marvel movie.
Exactly. And just cook some savory food. But it depends not only on the person, but just like the whole scenario, everything around it. But anyways, last this or that, a 9-to-5 job or self-employed?
Jeez, we're getting deep here. So much for the funny jokes or the funny questions. I would probably say it depends, like what the 9-to-5 job is. Like if it's somewhere that you
let's just say like a sitting at an office
job? Oh,
well, here, let's do two separate scenarios.
Okay.
First, let's just start with the first one because that's initially what I had in mind. Just like sitting at your desk, hunched over a computer in a cubicle, 9-to-5, or self-employed.
That's not even a question.
I don't know who would choose the 9-to-5.
I could never sit at it. I mean, that's what I'm doing in college right now, but I could never for a job sit at a desk and do it. And like,
all right, so let's say your dream job. Dream job 9-to-5, 5 days a week.
Then I'm doing 9-to-5 because
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Your dream job.
But if it's your dream job for working for somebody else or self-employed, still your dream job, I would go working for someone else.
Oh, I see.
Because like if you're self-employed, you have to do everything by yourself, like taxes, billing. This is getting so serious. I wish.
So you're saying if you take your dream job, and either work for someone else or work for yourself, you're still going to choose working for someone else.
I mean, in the perfect world, my dream job would be like sitting there drinking Mai Tais with Simone Biles on the beach for a job.
That sounds self-employed.
Well, yeah, no, if that was my dream job, then I'm getting self-employed. I don't know who would pay me to do that, but like just on the beach, like getting like $2 million a week, like for sure, I'm gonna be self-employed. But if it's in the real world, where like if you're self-employed, you have to do
like the career path you're going into, you'd rather work for someone than work for yourself.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Well, for right now, who knows in the future? You know?
I think I'd rather be self-employed.
Yeah.
I just like the thought of that lifestyle, you know, like making. I mean, it depends on it depends on the career, but you might be able to make your own hours and be a little more lenient. Maybe even pay yourself a higher salary.
Like, if it's my dream job, then they give me like 100 vacation days.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Like if I'm in sports management, so if my dream job is running an NBA team, and that's technically a quote unquote 9-to-5 job, then yeah, I'll take that. But not really what I had in mind when I wrote it. But anyways,
I was gonna say what we're basically getting at is it's a shitty question, Jack.
It's a shitty question. Whatever. I thought it was a good question, so you can just go, have some time alone with yourself. Anyways, going on to our next segment. This is actually a new one, and I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. It might create some conversation, but so it's called Cut One. So here's how it's gonna work. We have 5. What?
That's gonna be the intro music, and we're get ready for Cougs Chaos. Cut one. Dun dun dun.
All right. Anyways, moving on. We have 5 lists of 5 items, and I'm just gonna read some off. Logan will read a few off, and we're just gonna each decide which one we would cut out of our lives. It's pretty self-explanatory. So our first one, for the literally, you'll never have it again in your life. You'll never see it again in your life. So our first one, food. Our first 2 are food related, but so first list: steak, burgers,
savory foods.
Yeah, fried chicken, and I wanted to be specific. That fried chicken includes like chicken strips, chicken sandwiches, like breaded chicken. That it counts all of that, and then pizza. So these are very popular foods. So what do you think, Logan? What would you cut out?
I'm gonna go with fried chicken.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
As much as I love like chicken tenders and all that, chicken sandwiches, like steak, I can't give up. Like burgers, no. Like love burgers. And pizza, you could have anything on it. Like granted, I eat the same pizza every time I have a pizza, but like theoretically, you could have anything on it. So I'm gonna just go fried chicken. Like I don't eat that very often.
I don't eat it very often either. But I'm honestly going to go pizza because I eat that even less often.
That's the wrong choice. Sorry.
I don't care. So steak's my favorite food. Obviously not cutting that out. No way I can cut out a burger.
Yeah,
but I'm not. Not even that big of a fan of pizza, if I'm being honest. So like I like it and I'll eat it.
Wow. No. You just haven't had the right pizza.
I've been to Italy. Okay, I've had the right pizza.
Well, they don't know what they're doing. Maybe
okay. Moving on from maybe you have to cook me your frozen pizza and be like, Italy, what's that?
Hey, it's not Italy, it's DiGiorno.
Oh yeah, that's the saying.
That's gonna be the title for today's podcast.
So that's a good title. But yeah, so I'll cut out pizza. Like I like pizza, but out of those 4, I would eat the other things before I eat pizza. All right, next question, still food related.
Yep.
Tacos, burritos, pasta, or sandwiches?
I'm gonna go with sandwiches.
All right.
Just because I've never been a huge. Well, wait a second. What includes sandwiches?
Are you gonna ask if a burger is a sandwich?
Maybe. Like, are we saying just cold sandwiches?
No, not just cold sandwiches.
So like burgers, like French dips, all that's a sandwich?
Definitely French dips. Oh, you could argue burgers not because they're kind of their own category. But like Philly cheesesteaks, sub sandwiches, grilled cheese, BLTs, all of that would all be gone.
Shoot, I'm gonna change my answer to burritos then.
Wow, okay.
Because sandwiches like French dips, man, those just hit different. Those like Philly cheesesteaks.
I am obsessed with Philly cheesesteaks.
Really?
Oh, I love them.
they could pay me zero money and I would be a sponsor for Jimmy John's right now. Like I love
I've never had Jimmy John's. Is Jimmy John's good?
Oh my gosh. Oh, Jack. Oh, don't even get me started. Oh, they're like Subway, but so much better.
Subway, but better.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know how to describe them. Oh, Jack, come on. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll get it soon then. I'll get it maybe this weekend and I'll let you know.
Please,
what do you get from Jimmy John's?
The bootlegger with bacon.
Bootlegger with bacon. You know what?
Like turkey and roast beef, lettuce and bacon. And it's
all right.
It's not, you know how like Subway you get the warm sandwiches? Like these are cold cut. Like oh my gosh.
All right, so I'll get it and then I'll tell you whether or not you're kicked off the podcast.
Next podcast we'll review what you thought of. We'll have a new segment, Jack reviews sandwiches.
I like it. All right, moving on. Third category, leaving the food category. Movies, TV shows, video games, or social media.
Oh, this is real hard, Jack.
That was the whole point of this.
I think this is the hardest one we got because
this one is difficult.
As much as I hate it, I'm gonna go social media. Like I like going on Instagram and everything, and I'll do it. Check the snaps, see what's popping. But movies, that means I'm giving up Marvel, and we just know that's
and you're giving up all your comedies and all your actions.
Oh, don't even. And TV shows, I'm giving up The Office and Practical Jokers, all that. Like I'm giving up that. Not gonna happen. And then between video games, social media, like sometimes you just need to decompress. You've had a long day at your dream job with Simone and too many Mai Tais, and
you've just made $2 million a week on the beach, and you're just stressed.
You just need to kind of relax. So you throw on some video games, kill some zombies, huck a few touchdowns to Madden. I don't know what you're doing. So yeah, I probably go social media. I don't really necessarily need to see it, all the celebrities and influencers posts.
I'd go social media too.
Yeah,
basically for all the same reasons you just listed, so I won't go into it. But honestly, I've thought about getting rid of social media like already.
Yeah, I've heard
take a break.
I've heard a lot of people do that recently. Like get rid of their account, just like delete it.
Yeah, like I like social media. Like you said, I'll go on Snapchat, I'll go on Instagram, like whatever. But it's really not that important. And the other three in that list are like, that'd be kind of life changing not to have.
That would be.
Oh, all right, so going into sports, I have a slight feeling we'll say the same thing, but football, basketball, baseball, or soccer. I agree.
There's not even.
Man, I've been to a few Sounders games and they're fun, but I'm not a huge soccer fan.
Yeah, I'm not. I used to play it and it's fun to play, but I don't really care about soccer. I hate to be so harsh, but I don't. All right, last one. I'll do the last one. So kind of social media here: YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, or Twitter.
Yeah, this is diving into more detail of social media.
Yeah.
I would get rid of Twitter just because I don't use it very often. Yeah. I couldn't find a fourth app that is like that I thought you would use as much as the other two.
Yeah,
the other three. Okay, but you say Twitter too?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, if you already take Twitter out of there, what about YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram?
And I still have like I can still text people, so I go Snapchat because that's all
I agree.
Like just for streaks and everything. Like it's nice to like talk to people through images. I don't know, but that sounds so weird to describe Snapchat. Talking to
people through images.
But yeah, I'd say Snapchat.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right. Yeah. We mostly agreed. Few disagreements.
Yeah, you were wrong some of the time, but
you were wrong on the first one, but that's okay.
Right, I'm gonna let you do this next segment because I don't think I can pronounce some of the words in it. So.
All right. So I think it was one of the first episodes of this season. You introduced our new segment called Quote of the Day.
Yep.
So we're bringing it back for the first time since it debuted. And this one's a little bit different. Yours last time was just an inspirational quote.
Yeah.
Mine
think it was
from
Justin
Timberlake. Yeah,
it was.
Mine is a little bit of like a scenario, so it's
Okay.
actually quoting two people, and it's not inspirational. Just thought it was funny, and we'll get your idea. But anyways,
So basically, you're breaking the rules.
Yeah, sure, why not? So, this is a reporter talking to NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
And the reporter says, "Did you visit the Parthenon during your trip to Greece?"
Okay, and that was the word I couldn't pronounce, but
I understand. Have you ever heard? Do you know what the Parthenon is?
No, I don't know what it is. It sounds like a scary snake.
That is Python.
Well,
but I understand the confusion.
It's close.
The Parthenon is an ancient structure that was built way back in the day in Greece. Okay.
Was it?
It's
built,
like the.
Was it built for housing snakes?
No.
Okay. Good. I'm glad we're clear.
But it was constructed. It started construction in 447 BC, so it's very old.
That's unrelated at all.
Anyways, no, but it needed to have a little bit of context because Shaquille responded, "I can't really remember the names of the clubs we went to." And I think you got it that the Parthenon is not a club. So if you can imagine this reporter talking about his trip to Greece, which might have been an Olympics or I don't know why he was there, but he's a professional athlete. But he comes and he publicly says that.
And I bet that this reporter is probably a reporter from Greece, like asking what they thought of their country. And I don't know what to think of a big diesel.
I thought that was funny, but I feel like it fits Shaq's personality.
Oh, it does. I mean, granted, he's like, it seems like from what I read, he's super smart and like owns a bunch of businesses.
He is. I think he got his MBA when he retired. So.
Yeah, but then you see him on NBA on TNT, and he's just not a pretty intelligent guy at all. No offense, Shaq.
But anyways, that's the segment that I broke all the rules of. But
I'm glad we got that because I feel like I'm such a smarter man since we've done this podcast. I'm learning like so many new things.
You learn that San Diego's not a state.
Not a state.
You learn that Rhode Island is not a province of New York.
Yep.
And now you've learned that the Parthenon is not where you store snakes.
And it's in Greece.
And it's in Greece.
And not a nightclub. That's awesome. If people didn't listen to the Bryce episode, they're so lost right now.
They're very lost. All right. I guess I'll introduce this final segment if you're okay with that.
I'm good with that.
So to end off this episode, we're introducing a brand new segment once again. We're going to call it Crazy Laws. And I have listed 5 laws that are still technically held up in these states. They're on the books. I doubt anyone would be punished if they violate these laws, but they're still technically in place. Okay. So we're going to start with our first one. This is a law in Tennessee.
Okay.
And the law is teachers cannot talk to students about hand-holding.
With other students or with teachers?
At all.
Oh, so just
period. It's illegal for teachers to talk to students about holding hands. And here's a little, the Gateway Sexual Behavior Law in Tennessee prevents teachers from discussing anything that might be considered, and this is a big quotation mark, gateway to sex. And that includes holding hands.
Oh, so hand holding is a
gateway to having sex, according to Tennessee.
Shoot, we did not know that.
You're going to go out there holding hands with as many people as you can now, aren't you?
Gosh, wow. Man, can I just say, I don't know what situation would spark this. Because you're in middle school, you got those middle school girlfriends, right? Like, they don't, like, whatever. Like, if as teachers in the halls, like, you don't hold hands past them. Like, I don't know who you are, but your hand split faster than Noah split the sea. Was it Noah who split the sea?
I don't know.
No, Noah's Ark. Which one split the sea?
Moses,
that's it. Yeah. Damn, my joke's ruined now. But you
nice try.
You guys let go like so fast, because who wants to do that in front of their teacher? That's
Well, and also who came to the conclusion that when kids hold hands, it means they're bound to have sex? I mean, I just don't get that.
that's just common sense, Jack.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. Okay, moving on. This next crazy law comes to you from South Carolina.
Ooh, big SC.
SC, that's what they call it. Dance halls can't be close to cemeteries. In South Carolina, dance halls are not allowed to be within a quarter mile of a church or a cemetery.
No, they don't want any dead people getting in a little boogie.
Yeah, or they just don't want people associating fun with cemeteries. I don't see what the damage would be if a dance hall was a quarter mile away or a little under a quarter mile away from a cemetery or a church.
I wonder what sparked it. Was it like a Footloose situation where like the mayor of a town was just pissed off at his daughter?
I have no idea.
Have you seen Footloose?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. No Jimmy John's, no Footloose. Oh.
I feel like the more we do these podcasts, the more you hate me.
I do. Hey, if you guys go and look up Cougs Chaos 2, it is a podcast with solely me on it. I have kicked Jack off of it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, but that's just my question is how did it start? Like what, like were kids getting too rowdy and going and playing at a cemetery? Like that could be it. I could understand that if they were being too rowdy.
But like, I don't think it's fair to ask how any of these started because they're all crazy.
Oh, all right.
Moving to the third one.
Okay.
This one really doesn't make much sense to me, but this comes to you from the great state of Georgia.
Big Georgia. A lot of people name that. It's also, hey, fun fact, it's also a country.
Yeah.
Look at me know my geography.
Can you tell me where it is?
Middle East.
Okay, moving on. So this law from Georgia states you cannot live on a boat for more than 30 days in a calendar year. So
not consecutive.
Okay, so the little info says that's during a calendar year, which presumably means you could spend 59 legal days crashing on your boat so you can't live there for more than 30 days in a row.
Oh, wow. That sucks, man. I was really wanting to go to Georgia and just live out my dream of living
living on a boat in Georgia. That's every little kid's dream who grows up in Seattle.
Man, like, do they not have houseboats?
That's what I was thinking. We have a lot of houseboats in the Seattle area.
Yeah, but even like anywhere with a lake has a lot of houseboats.
Exactly. So like, and just why though? Why are you not allowed to live on a boat for more than a month?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like a pollution thing. Like, but you have to live somewhere the rest of 335 days.
I don't know. It's very strange.
But I don't feel like you appreciated my quick math that I did there.
Well, it wasn't right either. So
300.
No, the math you did was right, but it doesn't actually apply to, because it says according to this, it says it means you could spend 59 days on the boat.
Yeah, but that's its own, because you're staying from whatever December in one year to January the next year.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I don't know. I'm confused.
Anyways, next law comes from our neighbor, Oregon.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Keep in mind, Oregon just made all drugs legal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that makes this
Oregon and have a real fun time.
That makes this just a little funny.
Okay, let's see.
Cocaine and heroin are legal in Oregon, but
yes, they are.
Leaving a container of urine or fecal matter on the side of a road is a Class A misdemeanor.
Wow. Do you know? Are you up to date with your class demeanors? Do you know where that ranks? Or
I will find out soon.
All right. I'm just saying. Okay, so you're right. Now that Oregon has legalized all these drugs and everything, I think the amount of open containers of urine and fecal matter.
Yeah.
I think that amount is going to skyrocket significantly. Like, there is no doubt that
no, it doesn't have to be an open container, just a container.
Oh, just a container. So okay, so even if it was closed, you'd still get in trouble for it, right?
Yeah, but okay, Class A misdemeanor is not a huge crime. It says here misdemeanors are crimes that are less serious than felonies, and a Class A misdemeanor is punishable by jail up to 1 year and a fine of $5,000. So it's not a huge punishment, but if you leave a container of urine on the side of the road, you could go to jail for a year and spend $5,000.
Wow. Well, was the heroin worth it?
Who knows? Anyways,
Man.
moving on to maybe my favorite.
Okay.
My favorite law of the 5.
Okay.
This comes to you from the great state of Illinois.
Illinois, as the locals call it.
You're not a local? I doubt it. Anyways,
No,
it is a crime
okay.
in Illinois to possess more than $600 worth of salamanders, which is a type of lizard. That equates to about 72 salamanders.
So how many is that? So how much is one salamander worth? You want to do the quick math on that real quick? Because that would be, man, $600 worth.
That's $8.30 a salamander.
Oh, see, like, wow. That just makes no sense. I'm just so lost with these. I don't know what to think. That's the point. Crazy.
But how many people own 73 salamanders and they were like, this is too much. You cannot do this.
That's why you gotta drive over to Ohio to get your salamanders at the salamander farm, because nobody's selling them in Illinois.
Yeah, but how many people own 73 salamanders? And why is that such a big deal?
How many? What do you own 72 of? You own probably 72 pencils.
I own 90-something knives.
Well, shoot, there you go.
It's a collection. That's not illegal.
Then that's what they're doing. They're collecting them. They want to.
Collecting salamanders?
They got them all on their shelves.
Oh, God.
Wow. Again, just with all of these, how do they start? That's so, like, what? Because making something from Schoolhouse Rock, I've learned making something into a law is like a long and difficult like process and everything. So it's not like somebody just went on a wild hair and was like, hey, I'm gonna limit the dollar amount of salamanders. Like they went through courts and everything to do this.
They really wanted to make sure people couldn't own 72 or more.
Maybe it was like screwing up Illinois' economy or something, man. I don't know.
Here I have a little bit of a additional fun law.
Okay.
Just to throw in at the end because I think this one's funny.
Who knows? Just have
Still
a little fun.
On the books in the great, not so great, no offense, state of Alabama.
Ooh.
It is illegal.
With that.
Okay. I don't care. It is illegal for a person to walk down the street.
Yep. Not up
an ice cream cone in their back pocket.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah, so that one you understand.
No, that one makes sense. I'm surprised that's not the case in all states.
I flex on all the Alabamians. I post videos of me online all the time with ice cream cones in my back pocket because here in Washington we're allowed to do that.
You just walking the Mississippi border with it with ice cream cones all over yourself. Just now, hey, look at me, guys.
This one actually has the reason why it was made.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, it was never like taken off the books. So this one was actually put in place back when most people got around on horseback, and horse thieves would put ice cream in their back pockets to lure the horses away without being charged with stealing because the horse just followed them.
That is so damn smart.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Why ice cream though?
I don't know. I guess horses just really liked ice cream.
Like, why not like a part of a salt block or like, I don't know.
Probably because ice cream is really easy to get.
Man, that's crazy.
But why has no one taken that off the books yet?
I don't know.
I would love to go down to Alabama, step right in front of their main police station, and just throw a soft serve ice cream cone in my back pocket and see what happens.
I love how it's so specific. The law is so specific that it's your back pocket and not your front one.
If you have it in your front pocket, you're fine. You're good to go.
You're just a normal citizen.
You have it in your shirt pocket, you're totally okay. But if you have it in your back pocket, that is a crime.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I wanted to add that one.
I would just love if somebody was taken in, like you're in the court. What's your offense today? The age old law of having ice cream in my back pocket, Your Honor. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I think those are some pretty good laws. I think we should adapt all of them into Washington.
I think so.
I think it would really help with the crime we have going on around here.
The economy.
You have no idea how many people I see with more than 72 salamanders and with ice cream in their back pockets. I mean, it's just it's getting crazy out there.
I would actually be fine with having the urine or fecal matter on the side of the road. Like that one I don't think is too crazy. Like that's kind of common sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So thank you so much for listening. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Cougs Chaos. You can always send us an email, cougschaos@gmail.com. Check out our website to find links to more places to listen to us, cougschaos.com. And it also talks a little bit about us. And starting next week, we will have our episodes posted on YouTube. So our previous episodes will be up there, but there won't be a visual. There'll be like our logo. But starting next week, we will have our visuals up on YouTube. It's going to be a little, low budget since we're recording on Zoom. So it won't be perfect. So don't expect like a Joe Rogan experience level podcast, but we're going to have visuals.
You at least get to see our beautiful faces talking.
Exactly. So if you're interested in that, check out Cougs Chaos on YouTube, and we're gonna be starting to post it there. You'll find all our previous, like I said, those will be not visual. Starting next week, we will have visuals, and that's just gonna add a new dimension to watching us. So hey, maybe if you prefer watching instead of listening, if it just helps you focus more, or if you just want to see us and our reactions to everything we talk about, just head on over to YouTube, Cougs Chaos, and we're gonna really get into that.
Yep.
So thank you so much for listening, and go Cougs.
Go Cougs.